Hi, so I decided to make another video. This video is about different ways, different methods of divination. So different things such as runes and tarot cards and all sorts of other cards that you can get now. I'm a big fan of divination tools because they've helped me a lot in the past. I do find that I can pick a card out, read it and think, right, okay, so that's what I'm supposed to be doing, or yeah, it's good for guidance, good for some answers or whatever. Sometimes I'll just use books for that as well, where I'll just pick up a book and flick through and look, see what's on that page. It even works kind of with novels sometimes, but more with self-help books or spiritually based books. Or you'll land on the right page. You even put your finger on a sentence and somehow that usually applies to my life. Anyway, I'll start off with a pack of cards that my mum got me last year, I think it was. The Druid Plant Oracle. Now this is really good if you're into more earth-based things, especially if you're kind of based in the British Isles. You'll find a lot of these things recognisable, and it's working with the magical flora of the Druid Nation. So you've got all different plants in here, like this yarrow. The illustrations on these cards are fantastic as well. Meadow sweet, you know, like all kinds of stuff. Fern, chamomile, plantain, and as with a lot of these packs of cards, you'll get blank cards as well, which basically kind of leaves it up to fate in a way. There's no answer at this time, basically. So along with the cards, you get a book which explains what each of the card means, how to use the oracle, where it comes from, different spreads that you can use for the cards. So that's a really good one. I've enjoyed using that one, and they're quite concise and straight to the point, so that's pretty good. And a lot of the time when you pull the card out, they will have little, in the illustration there will be little things, say if there's like a warrior's sword, you'll know it's something to do with that, or you know, there's clues in the cards, but you do have the book to go by as well. What else is it? Yeah, I mentioned the author Jamie Sams, and she, in my last video, and she also has cards called Sacred Path cards. These are the ones that I use the most, I'd say, but they're not actually my cards, they're my mum's, but we share them. So these ones all have different ceremonies on, like the giveaway ceremony there, or things that are sacred to the Native Americans, like Carol, smoke signals, arrow, dreamtime, moon lodge, sweat lodge, pipe, things like that. And again, there's a book that goes with those, which explains what the cards are about. This one has really kind of in-depth stories and meanings behind them. Starts off with the teaching. There's also a poem for each card written by Jamie Sams, and they're really, really good. The teaching, like, you'll have a few pages of where the actual ceremony comes from, or what the significance of a certain item is to Native American people. And then you'll have the application after that, so it'll kind of tell you how you can apply the meaning and the lessons of that card to your life. So they're brilliant, like they're definitely my favourite cards, along with her other set of divination cards. These are the medicine cards, and it's the discovery of power through the ways of animals. Now I feel particularly into animals and the natural world and things like that. These will really resonate with you. they have like the main kind of totem animals of the Native American belief system. So again, like the illustrations on these and the Sacred Path cards are also brilliant. They're really good. So you have things like the prairie dog and hummingbird and just loads of different ones. Swan, rabbit, frog, bat, raccoon, badger. So again, you get a book, and this tells you the teachings of that particular animal and how that could apply to your life. So they're really good as well. That's Jamie Sams and David Carson, by the way. That they're actually made by two people together. What else is there? Okay, so with the Sacred Path cards, there's a Sacred Path workbook which I bought for my mum, but neither of us have used yet. It's more in-depth explanations, I think, so I might have a look through that soon. Okay, so then you've got tarot cards. I'm just explaining these because these are the ones that I use. There are like hundreds, possibly thousands of different types of divination methods, all kinds of different sets of cards. So just pick whatever stands out to you. If you're into elementals and nature spirits, go for that. If you're into angels, angel decks, there's quite a lot of those, which I do work with now and again. Yeah, tarot cards, I should imagine nearly everybody's heard of tarot cards, and if I was to sit here and explain those, we would be here for a very long time. So they're just another method of divination that I use. I've got two sets of tarot cards actually, both given to me by my dad, which is pretty good. It's supposed to be good if you receive them from somebody. Then there's the runes, and these are the ones that I started working with first. Runes are stones. You get your rune stones, and these actually came with a book in a kit. I think they were a present from my mum and dad's, one of my mum and dad's friends, I'm not sure. But this book, again, it explains what all of the runes mean in terms of divination. They're actually an ancient alphabet. Again, if I went into all of this, it would take me a very long time, so if you're really interested in it, then Google it. But yeah, I find these particularly useful, and they work really well with the Druid Plant Oracle kit as well. And lastly, there's these Angel Colour Therapy cards, and these are made by a friend of mine actually, and they have got the most beautiful illustrations on. It's a friend of mine called Adrian Holland, and I met him at a Mind, Body and Spirit festival, and we keep in touch, not as regularly as we should probably, but I always look forward to seeing him, and his artwork is mind-blowing. It's beautiful. I'll put a link actually down at the bottom there. I've got some, I cut these out from one of the calendars that I had off him. They didn't show up as well as they could do on the webcam, but honestly some of the artwork is just stunning, and he actually channels the artwork, which is fantastic. He's such a great guy actually. So you know, this is just an idea of some of the images. So we decided to put the images into, again, a divination pack, and I use these quite often now actually. They've been serving me pretty well this year, and they come with a book also, Inspirational Angels, and it's got a bit of a story at the beginning as to how he got into doing all of this, and then it's got the meanings of the cards in there. So I may well do another video about Adrian, actually, because I'd really like to promote his stuff, because he's a very, very good guy. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, these are the things that I use. As I said, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can use, but as you can see, I've got quite a collection of things that I can ask questions of. So that's me done now. I think that's the last video for today. I'm starting to get a bit rambly now, and I need to collect myself, drag myself back into one place, and I'll speak to you soon on some other topic. Bye bye.